Okay, we got this Vanguard back in here and got a bent push rod out of it. Then started getting it going, had a couple little oil leaks down here. That's all taken care of. It's not leaking anymore, no leaks. Did have to disconnect this plug pretty much only when removing the engine, and it's a straightforward plug. There's two red wires here in a loop right here. They go in side by side to each other there. Let's see if I can focus on that a little more. So these two red ones just go next to each other. Now this one was just sticking out. I have stripped this down a little bit to read the voltage coming out of that when the engine's running, and it's like nothing. It's barely a trickle. There is something indicated on there, but if you look up kind of past that, let me go over here, and this is the voltage. It's the rectifier regulator that's right there. Okay, that's the top of it. And then right here I've got one of the meter leads in here. This is the going to that connection down there that wasn't plugged into anything. The picture that I sent earlier showed that lead down there that I stripped. It had barely a wire coming out of it, and it was green and corroded like corroded copper. So that hadn't been plugged into anything for a while. This right here is the DC out, so AC current comes from the flywheel. It goes through this rectifier, and then it comes out. Direct current voltage connects to this, and that goes down to here, right here. And if you kind of look real close to up there, when I pull this, I don't know if it's showing it. When I pull this, that moves up there up top. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, see that wire moving right there? It's directly, see, moving out of the way because I'm pulling on it. See how I'm pulling down here and that's coming out? So that's right here. That's the DC out. And see how, I mean, that was corroded and barely sticking out. I suspect that it was being shoved right down into here someplace. But that almost appears to be, that was like hanging out before. The batteries is dead, and apparently it wasn't getting charged. I don't know what's going on, but there is no DC. When I have this plugged in up there, and this is the DC out from the rectifier, it's not getting any, just a trickle of voltage. So that's not good. So either this isn't putting out alternating current from the flywheel, and that's under here, so it generates the AC current and then sends it to the rectifier. So hopefully it's just a rectifier, but that rectifier has to be taken off to get to the wires underneath there that go up underneath the flywheel right here. This whole shroud, this whole assembly's got to come off. This whole thing's got to come off. Now to do the push rod swap, I didn't have to take this shroud cover off at all, just the top part, to get, really only just to get to the flywheel nut up there to hold it in place while I was taking off everything underneath the engine. So that shroud, this wiring was never disrupted while I was doing the work that I was doing, replacing the push rods. So, that's what's going on. That thing is not sending out DC voltage from this lead right here. It's just not coming out, going here, and then eventually it was supposed to plug into something down there, but it was unplugged. So I don't know the history of this machine, but that's what it looks like to me. I just was putting the push rods back in, and now, you know, you're having some electrical issues. But that's all there was to taking this engine out, was really just only this plug. And it doesn't matter if this thing's plugged in good or not. I'm guessing that, yeah, because this red wire right here goes over to the starter right there. And then there's the big, that big positive battery terminal wire is also connected right there. So this red wire here should go direct to the battery. So this red wire was probably plugged into the back right here of this connection where the red wires are, because that is going direct to battery through the starter right there with the positive big thick battery terminal. So that should probably go right in there, but we got to get DC voltage to come out of here. It's not coming, so I don't know what's going on with that. There wasn't anything that was messed with underneath that engine shroud right there. I did not take that off, and you got to get up underneath there to even get to the wiring to pull it out. So that's what's going on with it.